What's up? It's Cadell the Young Captain, and I'm giving you today your NBA predictions for October 20th, 2018. First game, we got Brooklyn Nets up against Indiana Pacers. The Nets are playing without Carroll, um, Allen Crabbe, and Rondé Hollis Jefferson. So they're outmatched. They're going up against the Indiana Pacers, who play really well at home. They've always had a good home record the past previous years, and with Oladipo, playing at playing at peak performance, I think that'll be enough for the Pacers to cover the spread of 9 against the Brooklyn Nets. Next, we got Toronto Raptors up against the Washington Wizards. Wizards are a good team, but I think they're lacking in their defense right now and how to close games because they lost to the Miami Heat, who are missing like 3 key players. And while on the other side, with Toronto Raptors, they won their first 2 games against the Cavs and the Celtics. I like how Kawhi's playing. I like how Lowry's playing. Ibaka played really well last night. The whole overall team effort from the Raptors should be able to cover the spread against the Washington Wizards. So yeah, choose Raptors to cover the spread of 3. Next game, we got Boston Celtics against the New York Knicks. The Celtics, they got all-star talent, and the Knicks don't right now. And, the Knicks got some good players, and Tim Hardaway Jr. and Enes Kanter. But with, the Celtics, they got Kyrie, Hayward, Horford, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown, and they got some other key players coming off the bench. So that should be enough because the Boston Celtics are a really good defensive team. That's how they were able to destroy the team the other night by like 20-something points. I think, it was Boston. They beat the 76ers by a lot. It was a blowout. So if they do that to the Knicks, yeah, they should be able to cover the spread of 11. Next game, we got Orlando Magic up against the 76ers. Magic, they traded away some good players and Hazonia, and I think they just let go Aaron Aflalo, and they traded Elfrid Payton. So they're going to be relying on DJ Augustine, Fournier, Simmons, Gordon, and Vucevic, and their bench, they're not experienced players. While 76ers they were able to go to the second round playoffs last year. So I think Joel Embiid will be able to show his dominance. Same with Simmons, and with their sharpshooters like Redick and Covington, they should be able to cover the spread of 14 against the Orlando Magic. But I still have some doubt. I still feel like the spread is too high, and maybe the Magic might cover the spread. But my bet's on the 76ers. Next game, we got Charlotte Hornets up against Miami Heat. I'm pretty confident that the Charlotte Hornets will be able to cover the spread up against the Miami Heat. They're playing without Wayne Ellington and Deion Waiters and James Johnson. The Hornets just picked up, Tony Parker, and they have experienced players and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and Marvin Williams, Jeremy Lamb, Malik Monk, Kemba Walker, Frank Kaminsky. They're just Charlotte Hornets are I think they're better this year than last year, so they should be able to cover the spread. Next, we got Detroit Pistons against the Chicago Bulls. This is an easy one for me. Chicago is lacking major talent. Chris Dunn, their starting point guard, is not playing. They're missing Lauri Markkanen, who's a good power forward, a good rookie. And they're missing Denzel Valentine, who's like one of their sharpshooters. So it's really up to Zach LaVine and Justin Holiday Robin Lopez and Jabari Parker, who's a new addition. So maybe the chemistry is not really that good yet. And up against Detroit, they're a good defensive team, um, especially with Reggie Jackson and Andre Drummond, the rim protector. They got some all-star talent with Blake Griffin. I just don't like when he shoots too much threes. If he plays it simple, along with Stanley Johnson, Luke Kennard, Ish Smith, yeah, Detroit Pistons should be able to cover the spread of 4 against the Bulls. Then we got Minnesota. Same thing. The spread is 4. Minnesota should easily cover the spread of 4 up against the Dallas Mavericks, who are playing without their best player, Harrison Barnes. They struggle on defense. They struggle on offense. Their best players are guards, with Dennis Smith Jr., Wesley Matthews, and Luka Doncic. But Minnesota has the better guards, with Jimmy Butler, Jeff Teague, and Andrew Wiggins. And then they have the better centers. So, yeah, Minnesota to cover the spread of 4. Then we got Phoenix up against the Denver Nuggets. Phoenix Suns, they're a high-scoring team. They put up a lot of points. The problem with them is that they usually don't play defense. But they've kind of solved that problem with bringing in Trevor Ariza and Ryan Anderson. They can stretch the floor and play some defense. And they already have Devin Booker. They got Josh Jackson, TJ Warren, if I didn't say him yet. And Denver Nuggets, Jokic, Will Barton, Jamal Murray, Paul Millsap, Gary Harris. That's a strong offensive lineup, but I'm not sure if Denver Nuggets will be able to cover the spread of 11, just because Devin Booker. I think a lineup of Josh Jackson, Devin Booker, T.J. Warren, Trevor Ariza, and Tyson Chandler is good competition offensively and defensively for the Denver Nuggets. So yeah, I got the Suns to cover the spread against the Denver Nuggets, and the spread is 11. The next game we got is the Spurs against the Portland Trailblazers. But the Trailblazers, I just don't trust their bench, and the Spurs are better coached. I have more faith in Patty Mills and Bryn Forbes, Davis Bertans, Dante Cunningham, Paul Gasol, DeMar DeRozan. I think Portland, they have a good team, but I think the Spurs will be able to cover the spread. So choose Spurs. And then the last game, we got Houston Rockets against the LA Lakers. And I've seen from last year, 2 of their previous games. One game went to double overtime, and the other game, Lakers won. And this is last year. Rockets have no excuse. They had Chris Paul, James Harden, Trevor Ariza, Clint Capella, Nene. Everyone was playing. Lakers, Corey Brewer, Kuzma, Ingram, Josh Hart. They played harder. They just they outworked the Houston Rockets. And now that they have LeBron and Rondo, I still feel like this should be a very close game. Rondo could play defense against Chris Paul. I'm not sure how James Ennis and PJ Tucker are going to guard Ingram, Kuzma, and LeBron, right? So I got the Lakers to cover the spread against Houston, but there's a slight chance that Lakers are still figuring out how to play together, and Houston, Chris Paul and James Harden can just hog the ball. But I do see, because if Nene's not playing, I do see Clint Capella getting tired, and then Houston Rockets playing small ball, with no center really. So that should be a big problem for them, offensively, for offensive rebounds and defensively for to get rebounds on their side, which may lead the Lakers to have more possessions, and more possessions gives the Lakers a better chance to win. But anyways, yeah, those are my predictions for today. If you guys like my content, if you agree or disagree, leave a comment in the comment box below. I want to know what you guys. I want to know what you guys think. I like to talk basketball. So yeah, this is the Young Captain. Peace.